When you're designing gamified learning, how do you design it to not feel like homework? I imagine there's going to be a lot of reading. There's going to be, some of the sections might be a bit chunky. How do you make it not feel like homework?
I think there's always going to be an essence where people may feel, if they have to do training, if they're busy in a time-poor world, and you're taking them out of that to actually do some learning, the second you got to go and do your piece of training or your piece of learning along these lines, people are going to think it's homework, or they think it's that kind of, but it's going to be that. The difference that you can actually do is if you can make it impactful. Straight away, if it captures the visual eye of like, ooh, what's this? And you've got that quality with the look and feel straight away, you've already got that kind of, it's like the food concept with the, you see it and you're already capturing that when you see the food and you want to see it. The same goes for the actual learning. If it looks the part right from the start and you've got that quality look and feel. I think the other thing is it can't be shiny for the sake of shiny. So what you need to do is design it in a way where it's got an essence, it's got a story. And the beauty of here, we've got a consultancy team, we've got a design team, we work hand in glove with regards to telling that story. And I say to a lot of people, the script is one of the most important things here, because that's the bit which is answering what people are asking for. That's the bit that's capturing people in. It's the bit that gives it that believability, it's a bit that gives it that essence. But also what we're able to do is when we look at our script and we look at our story, we can make sure that we're not waffling, we're not needlessly putting information that they don't need, or we can capture the emotion that we need for the actual moment. We tackled some very difficult topics in the stuff that we did for a number of these products that we've done, both for Pirbright and for Sandhurst now, and talking about things like sexual assault, drug taking, both accidental and intentional, theft, and how do you go about that when you're cold, no skin in the game?
So how would you make that a game as well, and not make it like an entertaining game when you are tackling sensitive
100%, yeah. That's where I think we've got a behavioural psychologist, so we can tap into that with the work that we're actually doing. Anna, she's fantastic, she can help us on that. The other aspect is, from my kind of perspective, I've worked in the humanitarian sector for 6 years, so that helped me to actually bring that aspect down as a youth worker. The design kind of look and feel from our team, we'll make sure that it's got that visual and it's got that empathy as you're going through the story. For the consultancy side, what they'll do is they'll make sure it's actually hitting that moment of, okay, are we tactically doing this in the right message? Are we capturing this the right essence?
That was a clip from the Briefing Room podcast, and if you liked what you saw, then you can always watch more in the full podcast episode, which is right here. You can click whenever you want. I'll just wait. Go ahead, click.